Hello.
Hi sir, myself Sudhir sir. I'm Sudhir.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon sir.
Yes, you can start the session.
Madam, shall I share the screen, madam?
Sir, just 5 minutes, sir. Ram Sudhir, you
Yes, madam.
start the session. Unmute, Ram Sudhir, unmute. Sudhir, Ram Sudhir, your speaker's mute.
Sorry for the delay, man. Sorry. Good afternoon sir. Good afternoon everyone. Respected colleagues and participants and honorable guest speaker. Myself A. Ramsudhir, Assistant Professor of Theoretical of Pharmacy. It's a pleasure to welcome you to day 6 of 1-week online faculty development program on emerging technologies in pharmaceutics, integrating research with modern pedagogy, hosted by Department of Pharmaceutics, Sir Reddy College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Eluru. I hope you all are ready for another day of learning and sharing ideas. We had a great 5 days so far, completing important topics on covering and gaining new insights. Today we have a more interesting session planned on application of new excipients in formulation of pharmaceutical dosage forms. We are honored to have Dr. Reddy sir, Principal and Professor of Nirmala College of Pharmacy, Mangalagiri. Now I am requesting Mr. RSJD Pawan Kumar sir to give a brief introduction about guest speaker.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible? Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. Esteemed colleagues, participants, and honorable speaker. I am RJSD Pawan Kumar, Assistant Professor at Reddy College of Pharmacy. I am delighted to introduce our honorable speaker, Dr. Bhavanam Pamal Reddy Garu, Principal of Nirmala College of Pharmacy. Dr. Pamal Reddy Garu earned his PhD in
Hello, Pawan sir.
today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Bhavanam Pamal Reddy Garu. Welcome you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I request you, sir, to lead the program.
Yes, sir. So very good afternoon to one and all. So audible, madam, first of all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So very good afternoon to one and all. So as sir has said that my name is Dr. B. Pamla Reddy, working as a Professor and Principal of Nirmala College of Pharmacy. First of all, I congratulate the management and principal and faculty of Reddy College of Pharmaceutical Sciences for organizing 5 days online FDP on the emerging trends in the pharmaceutics. So I am very happy to be a part of this faculty development program. So here in this FDP, we are going to discuss on the application of novel excipients in the formulation of pharmaceutical dosage forms. I think many of the faculty will be knowing about the excipients because you might have studied in many times regarding the excipients, because majorly we add to the formulation of any dosage forms. Okay, so generally we think that the excipients will be added to the formulation of any dose, enhance the the bulk of the dosage form, but there are several benefits are there for the excipients. What are the current trend? What are the excipients we are using in the formulation of current pharmaceutical dosage forms? It was almost introduced long back. Now it is the high time to co-process the excipients. Then we can turn it as excipients. The functionality of the excipients will be increased so that the person benefited from the medicine which we are going to administer to the human bodies. So that is the reason if you modify or co-process the excipients, so the person will get many benefits.
Sir, sorry for interruption, sir.
Majorly, yes, sir.
Slides are not moving, sir.
Yes, sir. I will move it, sir. Okay, I am in the introduction.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
So as you know, that is that majorly excipients majorly will add into the formulation of dosage form for many purposes. Okay. So generally the excipients will be added as a polymer, a binder, or to improve the stability of the dosage forms, or in case of potent drug medications. Okay, the potent drug medications, the excipients will play a major role, because if you see, suppose the cetirizine is there, cetirizine, the dose will be the very less, 4 mg or 6 mg. So there the excipients will play a major role. So what are the excipients we are selecting in the formulation of such type of potent drug medications? So we should try to improve the functionality of the excipients. So then only the additional benefit will be given to the humans. So what are the excipients we are using in the formulation of dosage form? It should be patient acceptability. Okay, without acceptability, the excipient may not have that much market. So that acceptability will be there by improving the taste, and also we have to think about the safety and effectiveness of the what are the formulations during the storage also. So finally, excipients will play a major role in the formulation of any pharmaceutical dosage forms. Okay, so as you know, that is that there are so many origins are there for the excipients. Okay, so it may be the from the animal origin, or vegetable origin, or mineral origin, or synthetic, or semi-synthetic. There are so many origins are there for the excipients. Okay, so according to the need of the type of pharmaceutical dosage form, we will choose the excipients. So here, apart what are the polymer and binder, we use the excipients as a lubricant or glidant or diluent or disintegrants or buffers or preservatives. So here my topic there is that novel excipients. Okay, so if you improve the functionality of the excipients, then the person will get benefited. So what are the ideal qualities of the excipients? Okay, generally it should possess the chemical stability and also non-reactivity, low sensitivity to equipment, and it should be inertness in the human body and highly acceptable. Okay, those things, especially for the semi-solids and liquid dosage forms, all those things are very important, and at the same time it may be applicable for the solid dosage forms also. So what are the applications of novel excipients? Because there are many excipients will be knowing by us, but what are the applications of novel excipients? Okay, so here what are the excipients we are using So it must be approved by all the regulatory bodies, but at the same time, so it should have some requirement, should have some need in the pharmaceutical dosage forms preparation, and at the same time, there are some applications are there for the novel excipients. Okay, as you know, that is that all those points are will be well known to us. It may be the solubility enhancement or to get the sustained and controlled, especially this point, the sustained and controlled. It completely depends upon the type of excipient. Okay. If your choice is to suppose the drug half-life is very short, suppose 30 minutes or 1 hour, but it requires more in the human body, then if you want to prolong the drug release, but because of half-life, it gets eliminated in the body within a 30 minutes or 1 hour. So in such type of cases, excipient, especially the polymer or binder, plays a major role. The drug having a shorter half-life. So there the selection of the excipient is very important. And at the same time, taste masking also, and incorporation of biologics, gene delivery, nanoparticles, oral films, and nanomedicines, modified release systems, all those things, there the excipient plays a major role. Suppose if the drug is having the half-life of 12 hours or 14 hours, in case if you are looking for the sustained release, then no need to sustain it because the drug half-life itself, it is having the 12 hours or 14 hours, no need to sustain because the drug nature itself, it is sustained. But the drugs with shorter half-life, if it needs in the sustained form, then the selection of the excipient is very important. So what are the excipient we are acting to sustain the drug release, to control the drug release? So always we have to prefer the polymer from the semi-synthetic and at the same time with the combination of natural, because there are so many natural gums we can use it as a binders for the sustained release products, so that the person may get a benefit from the what are the polymers which you have chosen, because so many natural polymers which will be having the so many therapeutic activities. Here we are using the suppose the natural polymers for the sustaining the drug release, but at the same time there are some other therapeutic benefits also you can get. So that is the reason whenever you prefer the any PG projects or PhD projects, so try to opt the polymer in a combination, or else directly we can go for the choosing the natural polymer, so that we can add to our thesis. What is that? We are providing the other than the drug, we are providing the some other beneficiaries to the patient, because now if you see that in the pharmaceutical industry, so there are hundreds of drugs in the market. Now the pharmaceutical industry, recently they have started that. So earlier, suppose if you see the paracetamol, that will be only for the fever. But now they are reframing all the applications of drugs. But they are conducting the clinical trials on the drugs. That is that one drug for multiple benefits, or combination of drugs in the multiple benefits. Like that, they are reframing the drugs again in the pharmaceutical industry. So within a 5 years or 10 years, so they may go for all the patents, and so that they'll release again the market with the existing drugs with several benefits. Earlier they have mentioned that so-and-so drug is for only one purpose. Now they are reconnecting the trials, especially for the one drug with multiple benefits, so that their target is to improve the marketing power by attracting the people, customers, because instead of taking the 3 or 4 drugs, at a time. If they take one medicine, that will be used for the multiple, that will produce the multiple benefits. So that is the current target of pharmaceutical industry where I'm working. So this is the concept of launching the novel excipients. Okay. So what are the excipients we have chosen? Okay. So there you can get the some data, innovative data. Then you can go for the submission of master file, excipient master file to the regulatory bodies. Then it will be inspected. So after inspected, then you can proceed to use it in the to apply the formulation of pharmaceutical dosage forms. So what is the need of this novel excipients? Okay. So what is the major need of this novel excipients? Okay. So generally you can call it as novel excipient is nothing but, so what are the excipients which is being used in the first time in a drug product? Okay. Or at the same time, any co-processed excipients which is not used earlier, but also we can term it as novel excipient. So the main need is that, so there are also one of the products of food industry and also contributed to the high level of safety, because whenever you introduce any product into the market or into the pharmaceutical dosage form, so first thing the regulatory bodies also shall. Hello, madam.
Sir, there was some disturbance from audience. Sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
Okay. So there are some regulatory challenges are there for the novel excipients also. Major regulatory challenge for the novel excipient, that is that regulatory framework, because these are not independently examined. Okay, what are the novel excipients we have discovered? So they are not individually examined because so the regulatory authorities. So once you approach the regulatory authorities, so because there is no specific regulation for the what are the novel compound, especially in the new excipient. Okay, so that is the reason. So the main challenge for the novel excipient is that regulatory approval procedure, because there is no specific regulatory approval procedure for the new excipients. So that's why major thing that is that we have to think about the what are the new novel excipients about the safety one. And at the same time, one more challenge for the novel excipient, that is scientific evidence. Okay, the scientific evidence regarding the manufacturing, characterization, and control information. So all these data also very important. We have to provide the support of new excipient to the regulatory body, because so once the excipients are discovered, but it should be in proper way. Okay, should have all the complete information, but scientific information we should have to support the new excipients. And next one is that here you can see the some of the co-processed excipients. Okay, so co-processed excipients, why I have mentioned the co-processed excipients means because there are many existing excipients are there. Okay, so this co-processed excipients is nothing but generally it involves in the physical processing of two or more excipients mixture. Okay, we are just mixing the two or more excipients without any chemical changes. Okay, so what are the benefits and what are the advantages of this co-processed excipients? Okay, there are so many advantages are there. Okay, because this co-processed excipients will added many functions to the excipients. Whatever you have added together, it will provide the single entry excipient and it will improve the property also. So there are many advantages of this co-processed excipients. So first one is that by combining the two excipients, only one thing is that going to make as a more functioning. Okay, but also at the same time addition of excipients will be less. Only one excipient will be added, but that excipient may consist of two or more. But we are adding to the pharmaceutical dosage form in a single excipient only, so that the ease of production will be more, and it will minimize the errors because addition of more substance to the pharmaceutical dosage forms. Sometimes the problem with the addition of excipients. Sometimes the problem with the faced while during the weighing and transferring interactions. Many things will face. To minimize all those things, we can introduce it as a single excipient. So we can minimize the steps. So cost effect will be very less. So we can improve the final powder blend by controlling the particle size. So we are going to mix the two or four ingredients, excipients into one single excipient. But here there is no any chemical modification, but only single excipients we are using in the formula. Processing of excipients. So first one is so there plasticity we maintained in a good way. That is the group excipients are very important. Okay. So that's why this question of intermediate combination. So what will happen when will rapid combination for
Sir, I'm able to hear your voice, sir. Sir, I'm able to hear your voice.
or is it audible, sir, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
And the tech selection for the co-processing also, depending upon the material characteristics and physical characteristics, and processing optimization also.
Slides. We are not able to see your slides.
The slides are not visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, sir. Sir, is it visible, sir, now?
No, sir.
Sir, I have shared no. Sir, I am sharing this document, sir, but hello, sir, I am audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I have shared the document, sir, but here it is not visible.
Now it is visible, sir.
Is it visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. So there are several steps involved in the co-processing general steps. So all these steps will be involved in the processing of co-processing excipients. At the same time, there are so many techniques are used to prepare the co-processed excipients. It is a well-known methods to everyone known. Okay, so that is like roller compaction, wet granulation, hot melt extrusion, spray drying, and roller drying, and melt granulation or solvent evaporation or milling technique. So all these techniques are used to get the co-processing excipients. Okay, there are so many excipients with improved functionality by these co-processing techniques. So that is the reason I am requesting all the faculty members also, whenever we are setting any excipients in the formulation of dosage form, so generally we select the normal excipients only, but I prefer to select the combination of excipients with the different brand names in the market. So because now the manufacturing are reframing all these technologies. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So suppose if you see here the terbutalyl sulfate, so generally the excipient mixture is used Vaseline mucilage and mannitol. Okay, so there are many techniques are there for the co-processing. Okay, suppose here we are choosing the solvent evaporation. So the outcome of the studies by co-processing the excipients is we are minimizing the disintegration time. So once the minimizing the disintegration time means that is that the patient will get benefited. Suppose a severe asthmatic patient is there. So if you administer the medicines to the any patient, so they get the immediate relief from medicine. So that's why here by combining the excipients by using the solvent evaporation method, you can minimize the disintegration time. So within a seconds, the tablet get disintegrated in the body so that the person get benefited. At the same time, one more drug also you can see finasteride with a combination of so many cross-codeine or sodium starch glycolate or cross-carbonyl sodium or MCC pH 1 or 2 by the solvent evaporation method. Here, by using the combination of these excipients, so that we can improve the flow property. That flow property will be increased. Or you can see with a combination of PEG 6000, that is a solid grade, and mannitol by the wet granulation technique, where the compactability will be more. So like that, there are many drugs with the addition of co-processed excipients, okay, to can enhance the any function of the product. So that what will happen? The result will be good. That is in the case of either in the disintegration, or stability, or flow property, or any compactability, or the dissolution, compressibility, or in the chemical stability, or binding property. So finally, we are improving the flow property to the low cost effect only by combining the combination of any two or more excipients by introducing into a single excipient. Okay. One more also have been that prefer the natural gums, because now if you see the one more example, that is that xanthan gum and guar gum in the formulation of venlafaxine drug by using the solvent evaporation technique. There, the integration time will be minimized, and at the same time, it will produce the more gelling. It also will be more. So that is the reason the faculty members use the combination of excipients and prefer to choosing the more on the natural polymers. Okay, and also at the same time, we prefer the co-processed excipients. So there are some of the brands which existed in the market, co-processed excipients. Okay, so generally, if you select excipient means only with normal brands, but these are the co-processed excipients. That's why while you are selecting the excipient itself, you have to choose the brand of the excipient. That is very important to improve the more functionalities of the excipients. Okay, at the same time, there are so many modified excipients are also is there in the market. Okay, all these excipients only to improve the functionality of the excipients only. Okay, so suppose twin, generally if you see the twin with many grades are there, twin 20 is there, 40 is there, 60 is there, twin 80 also is there. But what are the modified twin? So the more functionality from the excipient and polyplastin, polydone, Welstar and Jalen Q. So like that, there are so many polymers are there existed in the market. So that is the reason before you are selecting any excipients, my suggestion is to choose the any modified excipients or co-processed excipients, normal excipients, so that formulation of dosage form, what are the formulation of dosage form we are introducing in the market, it will be more beneficial to the human beings. If you see some of the novel excipients also, polyquat and soluplus and polyquat and capsitol. Okay, so soluplus generally, so it is nothing but it is also one of the novel solubilizing excipient. Okay, so generally, if you mix this with BCS class 2 drugs, okay, their bioavailability will be improved along with the benefit of the drug for the human beings. And also, as you know, that is a well-known polymer, that is that HPMC K4M and K15M. Okay, you can term it as in the market as a novel excipient, that is that UTRA-CAP. Okay, so UTRA-CAP is nothing but that it consists of HPMC only. That is also commonly employed in the formulations of some entry-coated capsules. There, the UTRA-CAP as a novel excipient will be employed. And at the same time, there are so many regulations for the novel excipients. Okay. So, as I said earlier, that is that there is no specific regulation for the novel excipient. Okay. Because generally, if you see the any active pharmaceutical ingredient, other things, so there are so many regulatory body approvals are required. But in the excipient, there is no specific regulation. Okay. So whether you are to report on the safety. And at the same time, supporting data majorly, which is related to the biological product application. So generally, if you see the evaluation of any novel excipient, okay. So generally, we require the, as per the IPC. So if you want to review the or evaluate the any pharmaceutical new excipients, you have to follow the NEC guidelines.
Sir, please unmute your microphones. Sir, please mute your microphone. Unmute your microphones. No, sir. I'm not able to hear your voice, sir.
Sir, I am audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that is the reason. My sincere suggestion to the all the budding pharmacists is that, so before selecting the excipients, you go through the literature properly, because nowadays the pharmaceutical manufacturers are introducing the excipients with a modified or co-processed or novel excipients. There, if you select such type of excipients, so that along with the drug, the person will get the many benefits, because so along with the drug, some other functions will be added along with the excipients also, well, in the formulation or in the human body also, because now if you see the another example, that is that, so suppose nowadays the major problem with the current scenario to the human beings, that is that obesity and diabetes and acidity. So these three are the common problems in the current generation people, because so earlier if you go back 15-20 years back, the obesity and acidity and diabetes are affected people are more than 40 age. Now, if you see the current generation, the students are in the undergraduate level itself, they are getting the problem with the acidity and diabetes also. So that's why there are several studies were revealed, that is that along with the drug, suppose if the powder or excipient which you have extracted from the natural leaves, it will act as a binder, or at the same time that it can act as a therapeutic product to the human body. So because now the manufacturers, what they are doing, that is that they are taking the combination of leaves, not only single or two. The combination of leaves, nearly 6 to 8 leaves from the several plants, they're collecting, they're macerating. After the maceration, they are bringing it into a single excipient that will be added in the formulation of pharmaceutical dosage forms to bring out the some another therapeutic beneficiary to the human beings, so that along with the drug, it helps to minimizing the diabetes and acidity also. Because recently also many articles I've studied. So this is also, this type of things also, as a pharmaceutics persons, you can, if you prefer such type of powders in the formulation of pharmaceutical dosage forms, so that a person will get benefited. At the same time, you can get one exposure, that is also, we can term it as one new excipient. Okay, so that is the reason. So always try to choose the polymer or binder from the natural source, so that that will be more availability and cost effective will be very less, and at the same time drug interactions may not be happen, compatibility will be more, and also we can, other than the drug, it will be added some therapeutic benefits also. So that is the reason. Okay, so there are many hundreds of excipients are introduced into the market. It will be used in the formulations of several pharmaceutical dosage forms. Okay, so that's why, my dear faculty members, before choosing the excipients into the formulations of dosage form, maybe it may be a PG or PhD, especially in the PhD, try to choose the modified or co-processed excipients, so that it will be more weightage to your work. Study properly and select the excipients, not a single excipients. Combination of excipients will be preferred. Okay, so that is the reason. Suppose if you see the regular usage of drug, one drug, that is that paracetamol. Okay, so paracetamol, so generally if you combine the paracetamol with an excipient, polyvinyl pyrrolidine and lactose, so by using the any wet granulation technique, okay, so we can improve the hardness, okay, because whatever that abrasive property will be minimized, but whatever the hardness will be there in the as per the required. So like that, there are so many regular usage of drugs. About montolucast. Montelukast is also commonly employed drug from the COVID season. Most of the cetirizines, alone cetirizine we are not taking. Cetirizine with the Montelukast sodium is more preferring nowadays because that will produce the more benefits to the human body. So while you are preparing the Montelukast also, SSG, sodium starch glycolate with mannitol. The technique is used, that is solvent evaporation technique. With this, you can improve the dissolution property of Montelukast. When compared to the alone excipients, if you combine the excipients, combination of excipient into a single excipient, especially SSG, sodium starch glycolate with mannitol, these two are introduced into the single excipient by using the solvent evaporation technique. That will be used the preparation of the formulation of Montelukast dosage form tablet. The outcome is the dissolution rate is more whatever the manufacturers expect when compared to the alone. At the same time, well-known drug, that is a metronidazole. It is one of the oldest drug. This one also can prepare by combining the so many excipients like Evisel pH 101. Evisel pH 101 is nothing but MCC only, microcrystalline cellulose, and PVP, starch, green stearate. So by combining all these excipients into a single excipient in the formulation of metronidazole, so they are also found to be more effective when compared to the single excipient. Okay, that is the reason always you have to prefer the combination of excipients. Okay, so finally I can conclude that is that the co-processed excipients will place a major important role in the formulation of dosage forms. Okay, and at the same time, modified excipients or natural excipients also, there will be a beneficial approach. Okay, that is the reason once again I am highlighting that is that natural excipients are more beneficial to the human being along with the pharmaceutical drug. Whenever you are having the choice to select the excipients, you prefer to select the any natural excipients because they are considered as a safe. And also cost-wise also there will be more beneficial. And also that research will be continuing in the pharmaceutical innovation. Okay. So it is a continuous process. As I said earlier, that is that the current trend in the pharmaceutical companies, almost all the pharmaceutical drugs, they are re-evaluating again, reconducting the trials. Only one motto is one drug for multiple benefits, because earlier same product as released by the manufacturers, that is only for one purpose. Now they are going to make it as patentable and it will be printable on the label. So and so drug is for multiple benefits, so that they're planning to improve their marketing capacity again, because existed drugs, hundreds of manufacturers are there. So hundreds of manufacturers are releasing the same drug into the market for the same purpose. So that is the reason. So they are reframing the drugs again, reintroducing the drugs, but same drug, same dose. But they are conducting the clinical trials again to identifying the what are all the other benefits of the same drug, existed drug. so that the person will be get benefited and manufacturing capacity of the manufacturer will be more, and it is a continuous innovation. And finally, the ultimate goal for the pharmaceutical manufacturer is to improving the human health and well-being. That's the reason it is a continuous process. That is the reason should go for the modifying, the co-processed, or any other novel excipient. We must select for the preparation of pharmaceutical dosage forms. We have to create one good platform to our young pharmacist, because whatever the excipients which were evaluated 20 years or 30 years back, same excipients we are using. Try to utilize the facilities more, library facilities, and go through the research articles which are published in the highly indexed journals, so that you can get an idea for the introduction of excipients and identification of excipients. My suggestion is that better you go for the natural excipients. Finally, the person will get benefited by improving the human health. So that's all, sir, from my side. Hello,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Participants, you have any questions? Thank you, sir. It's very informative and engaging session, sir.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, sir. So I'm majorly thankful to the principal of the Reddy College of Pharmacy, Dr. Narendra Babu, sir, and the organizing secretary. So Dr. Sivaram, sir, HOD in Pharmaceutics, and the program coordinator, Chandrasekhar, sir, Amulya, madam, also, for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for spending your valuable time, sir. Participants, you have any questions regarding this topic?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening, sir. This is Anita Kumari.
Yes,
Sir?
madam.
Is there any specifications for the hygroscopic molecules and deliquescent substances in the selection of excipients?
Yes, madam. The hygroscopic excipients will be selected according to the type of the dosage form, madam. So according to the type of the dosage form, we have to choose the excipients, madam, because we need to protect in proper way. Otherwise, immediately it lost the stability.
Oh.
Suppose sodium CMC and sorbitol citric acid, all those things are hygroscopic excipients, madam. So we have to protect in a proper way, because once it will be exposed, immediately it will absorb the water into the samples. So it gets dissoluted. So we have to, so that is the reason. So while you are selecting the hygroscopic, first thing we have to protect it properly, and what are the method we are choosing also, that is also very important.
Same for the molecules which are less stable in acid medium as well as the alkaline medium also, sir?
Yes, madam. Because while
Same.
you are additioning, while you are adding the excipients to the, while you are in the formulation of dosage form, while you are adding the excipient to the drug, that way is also very important. Way of addition of excipient to the drug is very, very important.
Okay.
This will affect on the drug. Again, the drug characters will may change.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, participants? So we're concluding the session, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, sir.
As coming to the end of day 6 our faculty development program, I would like to take thanks to everyone for making today's session successful. A big thanks to our guest speaker, Dr. Pavanam sir, sharing his valuable information and insights with us. I also thanks to the organization team for hard work and making today's possible. A special thanks to the participants for their active involvement. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.